Oh, this hurts my soul. So my coworker and I were chatting the other day about funny passenger stories. She's been flying for like 21 years at this point, and she was just blowing my mind with all of these funny stories about terrible coworkers, terrible passengers. So I was like, let me search Reddit and see if they have any funny stories about passengers and passenger interactions, and kind of just react, because you know, I am a flight attendant. I love to judge people in like a harmless way, of course. So I figured this would be the best way to go about it, and let's just react and see how it goes. If you guys have any funny stories about like passenger interactions, either if you're a crew member or you were just another passenger on a flight and you saw this happen, or maybe you were the terrible passenger, then please let us know in the comments, and maybe I'll do another video reacting to your guys' funny stories. Who was the worst person to have sat next to you on a flight? Probably me. As a young kid, starting at age 6, I flew as an unaccompanied minor every other weekend to go see my mom. I don't remember this, but my mom told me one time she asked how my flight was, and I said, great. I sat next to this nice man in a fancy suit. I sang him some of my songs. I told him some of my jokes. Oh goodness, the fact that you're about 6 years old already just gives me such heart palpitations. I also remember one time I got a harmonica for Christmas one year. Oh no. You best believe I whipped that bad boy out while we were taxiing the runway. I got an ovation when I stopped. I can't even imagine the pain of having a harmonica being played, probably terribly, while you're just trying to sleep on your flight. I had a very large woman sit next to me once. Oh, you're about to be offensive? She was very well dressed, as was I. Okay, no. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep reading. I tried to strike up a casual conversation with her, and she just looked at me like I was a pile of dog shit on the sidewalk. That's not friendly. So I pulled out a book to read. Of course, it was an airline disaster book. On the cover was a picture of a 747 with a cruise missile going through the side of it. She was not amused. I don't think anybody would be at that picture, but yes, I get it. If she looked at you like that, then go off, sis. Not next to, but behind. On a 14-hour trans-Pacific flight to Tokyo from Minneapolis, I sat behind that kid who kept kicking the chair in front of him because he was bored. Oh, this hurts my soul. Can I just have a moment to talk to you parents out there who travel with your children? Like, okay, I get it, if the kid is an unaccompanied minor, you're not there to like monitor their behavior or anything. But if you are right there and your kid just keeps kicking the seat in front of them, and you can see clear as day that there's someone sitting there, really, you're just not going to do anything about it? Please calm your child down. This is from passengers everywhere and crew everywhere. Please just calm your kid down. Just parent them. That's actually all I'm asking for. Because I also really hate it when parents decide to say to their kids, oh, the flight attendant is gonna punish you if you keep acting that way. Don't put it on me. I'm not going to be now parenting your child for you because you don't know how to control them. It is rude and it is really bad manners for anybody to kick the chair in front of them on a flight. So don't stop putting that habit into your kid. No. And don't put it on your flight attendant to sort the child out. Rules. I'm not going to stop your child from kicking the person in front of them, but you can. Whew, that has got me riled up. I didn't sit right next to this person, but he was extremely loud, so I think this applies. I was flying from Chicago to Santa Monica, California, and there was a mid-20s guy a couple rows ahead of me. He apparently went to Laguna Beach High School and knew some people from the reality TV show. Oh no, is he bragging? He brought that up unsolicited, and immediately, of course he's bragging. He talked the ears off the people around him for the entire flight. By the end of the flight, I could have given a speech about him, his college major, interest, job, future plans, political opinions, etc. He covered it all and was talking so loudly it seemed like he wanted everyone to hear. Those are kind of just the worst people, right? Like, they just love the sound of their own voices. Even on a flight, like, you would think that they need just like a little bit of time to just reflect and enjoy silence, enjoy some music, you know, watch a TV show or something. But no, he needs to tell everyone around him about himself. No, man. I had a great week in California, get on my plane to head back to Chicago, and I shit you not, the exact same guy was on board. Like 2 rows away, he once again talked the entire flight and I heard the exact same stories. Looking back, I probably should have pretended to be a sidekick and told him a bunch of personal information about himself. Actually, you should have. You should have done that for sure, because I doubt he noticed that you were even on the previous flight. He was just too busy talking about himself. Oh, that is the worst. If you like talking about yourself to anyone that'll listen that much, then you should probably start a YouTube channel. That's what I did. I was the last one on a flight because I had to rebook after mine got cancelled. I had the pleasure of sitting in between 2 enormously fat women. What is up with all the fat people stories? Gosh, guys. Their rolls of fat were billowing over the armrests on either side of me. Oh gosh. Dude, okay, don't be a douche when you're describing it. I felt like that rat thing that was chained up in the folds of Jabba's tail. I need to look that up. As soon as I sit down, I see a baby appear from under window seat's pendulous breast. Actually, the fat turned out to be pretty comfortable. Okay, well, silver lining then. Neither of them smelled, and I was kind of just propped there, so I was able to sleep the whole time. The baby was well behaved too. So then why is this under the worst passenger you've ever sat next to story? Because clearly you had a good time. All of them. Leave me alone. Why does this just sound like Keegan? Apparently I was. My friend, who is Korean, and I were discussing the North Korean situation on the plane home from Vegas a couple weeks ago. I didn't think I was being loud, but it was a small plane and the woman in front of me heard me talking. When we got off the plane, my friend heard her say to someone how she didn't need to hear the history lesson and how annoying it was. When we were getting our luggage, I turned to my friend while she was standing next to us and said, "Now, let me tell you the history of the Civil War." Nice, I like that move. But I don't think you're like a bad passenger just for telling a story to your friend. Like, it's obviously a different story to be that first guy who was bragging to everybody around him, but you were just having a conversation with your friend, and actually this lady was eavesdropping, so she needs to mind her own business. Like, does she not expect you to have a conversation with your friend that's sitting next to you? No, man. I don't fly often, but the last time I did, an old lady hogged the front seat, fell asleep on my shoulder, and then farted in her sleep the whole flight. Do not want. Oh my, that sounds so horrible. Shame, man. How can she hog the window seat but still fall asleep on your shoulder? Like, isn't that why you take the window seat? Not, okay, firstly so that you can get the best view for Instagram, but also so that you can lean against the window when you want to sleep. You don't lean against the person on this side of you to sleep. That's so random. But then also just farted in her sleep the whole flight. Oh, that is horrible. People have no shame, hey? People be out here farting like there is no tomorrow, as if those airplane windows open up to get like some air there. Okay, last one. My whole family was the worst. Your family. Wow, way to call them out. I flew with my pregnant wife and young son and daughter. As we start to descend into Indianapolis, my son starts to cry because his ears are popping. That happens. My wife gets airsick and starts to vomit into the bag. Oh gosh, no. My daughter can't hold it in any longer and urinates in her pants. Sir? What? We were a tornado of chaos, noise, and bodily fluids. Yes, you were. What the heck? I think you should stop flying. I think you should drive next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what were your worst flying experiences. I would love to react to those next time. I hope you had fun on my corner of the internet. Until I see you again, please continue spreading good vibes and being kind. Bye.
You give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign.